Hey everyone, it is Craft Fair Friday and today we're going to put together this little teacup. I showed you a bunch of them, a sneak peek on Wednesday of some of them. Let me go ahead and show you what else I've made besides this one and then we'll get to work. Let me see. So this one, that one, and get this out of the way. And I'm going to show you one of them that I actually messed up on. But for the most part, I did okay on these. They're a little tricky, but I'll show you today. This is the one that I messed up. You can see that it is all uneven. That's okay. I don't like the front anyway, so it kind of works out. And this one might be off too as well. Anyway. They're super cute anyway. And that should be the last one. Okay. Let's get these out of the way real quick. Okay. So this one I made after the Wednesday video along with all of them. And I wanted a Halloween type theme on it. So I'm just going to go through and show you the pages real quick. I'm sorry my desk is a mess, but I have everything cut out for what we're going to do on camera today. We're going to actually make 2 of them on camera today. And then that way you can get an idea of how easy they are to make. I am working on other files that are going to be easier to punch, but you know, it's a work in progress. Okay, all right, but anyway, there's 20 pages or close to it in here. Okay, depending on if I messed up. Okay, all right, let's get this show on the road. You're gonna need glue. I'm using my favorite glue, Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. They're actually out of Arlington, Texas, which is very close to me. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. So anyway, so you're going to cut out everything first on the Cricut, and I do have the file to do that. So these are my pages, and I'm going to make 2 on camera today. So these are my pages. When you cut out the pages, the file actually cuts 6 a page. I mean 6 to a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And I just changed out the paper every time another, another page was cutting. So that's how I ended up with all these different page colors. Okay, now I went with solid because I don't have a lot of Halloween paper. In fact, I have very little Halloween paper, and so I have a lot of fall paper. These are the this is that part right there. Okay, and then today I think this is going to be this part. Okay, so I'm going to make this one, and I believe this candy one. Okay, that will go with those pages and everything. So those are going to be what I'm making using that. Okay, those 2 sheets. Here is my 110 pound paper. You need 4 cut out for 2 books, so 2 for each book. So front cover and back cover, okay, is what it amounts to. And then you're going to need 4 flip side pages. These are going to go on the back. Well, you'll cut 2 if you're only making 1 book, but these are going to go on the back of each page, in the front and the back. Okay, so all right, that should be everything. So let me get started on one of these. So we're going to start out with the polka dot one, because I really like that one. And I didn't cut enough pages. Yeah, probably not. So I'm going to do this polka dot on that black coffee cup, and I think that's going to be super cute. We'll go from there. So, and I'm just going to do that right there, and then I'm going to need the 110-pound paper, and then my backing page, which is right there that I flipped. Okay. All right. I'm going to move the pages over so I have a little bit more room to work with. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's your front cover. That's everything you need for your front cover. I may change that black. I think it's a little too... Yeah, I'm going to keep it. Otherwise, I'll sit here and change all day, and you guys will be here all day. Okay, so now I need my back cover. So I've got my 110-pound paper. Okay, and I'm just going to pick out of what I have out of the pages. And then, of course, for the front of that, and then the flip side. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to put all this together. In fact, I am going to go ahead and do both of them at the same time. That way, so there's my 110-pound paper. And what am I going to cover this one with? This is black, so I'm going to do an orange this time. And then there's a teacup. Ooh, that's going to be cute. Super cute. All right, and then I need a backing page, which is this. Why do I do not have 4? Okay. There's an extra one here. Okay. I was wondering, where's my extra one? Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm getting it. Okay, so that's your front page for that second. And then here is my 110-pound paper, the back page, and I'm just going to pick this to cover it. Okay, let's get everything glued together. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. Let me make sure that you're going to be able to see this. Okay, here's the example. Okay. All right, so what I do, I'm going to glue that front part first. And guys, this glue, a little goes a long way. So I don't over glue. And it does, I mean, I don't try to get it right to the edge because it's going to squish over to cover it. So the best way to line this up is to, you know, the handle and then these two sides, okay? And then you've got it, and it's pretty well lined up, okay? Then this brown, the actual, this part of the coffee cup, go ahead and get that glued down, and I just kind of eyeball it, guys. I don't get all crazy about it, or you know, I'm not going to try to be a perfectionist because I'm never going to get it perfect. I mean, anyway, I don't get bogged down by that. Anyway, we're just going to glue this, the front, onto that 110-pound paper. And I try to get this straight pretty quick because this glue is fast. I mean, yeah. And then I did get glue on the front. Let me get something to wipe my hands off with. Okay. All right, that's the front cover. Okay. Then I need to glue the back of the front cover on. So that's this piece. Okay. Right, that, ooh, kind of, you don't have a lot of time to move it over, so you gotta kind of get it straight the first time. Okay, and I almost didn't. All right, so this is the back cover. This is the back cover inside. These are great for busting scraps. The only thing is you do need a 12 by 12 piece of paper, or, you know, busting paper that you may not use normally. I think this is a great idea for it. Okay, and then my back. Guys, I'm going to glue both of them at the same time. That way I can make two of them at the same time and you guys get to see it done twice. And then if you have questions, of course, comment in the comments section. Hey guys, I am trying to get to 500 subscribers. My goal was to get it by June 30th, but I don't think I'm going to make it. And that's okay. It's just a challenge for me to get to 500. So if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Also, I needed to tell you that in July, I am going to do, on Wednesdays in July, I'm going to have Christmas projects. And then on Fridays in July, I will have fall and Halloween projects. And the projects are geared towards anything that you could make as a gift or sell on a craft show or anything like that. So you'll see all kinds of projects during July. So Wednesdays will be Christmas and Fridays will be fall and Halloween. Now I got to get some Halloween paper because I don't have any, or just make do with all the scraps I have left from collections I had. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for sure. But if you think of anything that you want to see during July that is Christmas or, you know, fall related, then let me know. And as you can see on this one, I did get this one off a little bit. It will work out. It will. So, okay, that's my 110-pound paper that I'm gluing this on. All the paper, like the 110-pound paper and this paper, that is from Michael's. The rest of this is Echo Park. I usually take advantage of the warehouse sales, and that's where I got this paper last year. I don't think I'm going to take advantage of the warehouse sale this year because I need to use what I have. And that was one of the goals I had in 2025. Use what you have, quit buying, and, you know, I have 4 bins of fall and Christmas paper out that I really want to bust and use up in July. Okay, that one's a little off, but that's okay. We got that one done, the front cover anyway. So let's get to the back cover. I'm sitting here talking and forgot to tell you. So that's my 110 pound paper in the middle. And this is the back cover. The inside of the back cover is what I'm covering right now. My husband is on vacation next week, and I have to work Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday through Sunday I am off, which is so nice. But we have a huge project going on. We're going to paint the outside of the house, guys. It's been so hot in Texas. Yeah, great timing to do that, but anyway, fun times next week. All right, so the covers are done for front and back, and on two different notebooks. Gosh, I can't even talk. Okay, so right now, let me clean my hands up real quick and close my glue so I don't dry out my glue. I love putting this pen back in. My eyesight's not great anymore, guys. Okay, so we're going to do pages for these. Okay. Let's go ahead. All we need is 20 pages for each one, and I may not have it. And I'm going to organize them in the way that I want them. Let's see real quick. I only have one print page on this one. So let's see what we're going to do. Kind of want this orange here. I don't have a lot of it. And then that. Okay. So all I'm going to do is count out 20 pages. This is how I do it, guys. Whoops. So that's 12 so far. 13. 18, 19, and 20. Okay, there's 20 for that one. I'm just going to sandwich it in between right now, just so we can organize it. Okay, that's going to be cute. All right, and then this one, I don't think I'm going to have 20, but we're just going to do the rest of them for this one. Just want to stagger them in different order. Uh-oh. So I am going to mix this around. Since I have so much of that orange left, I'm just going to put it, just mix it up. Okay, and one here. Okay. But you do you. You do whatever you want. You could do all the same color on the pages and do it like that. But anyway, there we go. All right, let's get that out of there for number one. That doesn't belong. Okay. So let me clean up my desk. We're going to get out this. We're going to get out our cinch. Guys, I haven't figured out how to do this on the mini cinch yet. One day I will figure it out for everyone that has a mini cinch, but the thing is you can't close off the holes on the mini cinch. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and cut our wire. We're going to decide what color wire we want for each one, and I'm going to cut my wire. Okay, so we only need 4, obviously, and what's going to look better with that? Either the orange or the black. I think I'm going to go with the orange on this one. So all I'm going to do is cut off 4. Okay, there we go for that one. And then this one, is it going to be better with black or orange? I think I'm going to do orange on both. Yeah, I'm going to do black. Okay. There we go. All right, let me put that up. Get out the cinch. Here comes fun time. I mean, once you get to this point, you know, this is the easy part, getting the cinch for the most part, as long as you can line it up correctly. Okay, let's talk about where the slider's going on this one. Slider's going to go on 1 inch. And when I talk about the slider, this is the slider. And I don't know if you can see that. Let me see real quick. See that line right there? You want to line this up at 1 inch. In fact, you can only go this way. So 1 inch is the lowest you can go anyway. So you're going to pull these pegs 1 and 6 through 12. You see how they're pulled out? And then you're going to push in 2 through 5. Okay. All right. Now here comes the fun part. I would definitely cut out a few extra pages so you can figure out, you know, to kind of trial and error, because you're going to see real quick in a minute how each page is going to do cut differently. Okay, I am separating and taking my 2 covers, my front cover and my back cover. I'm going to put my back cover on top of the front cover. Okay, and I'm going to try to line them up as much as I can. And then I'm going to push it all the way to the back of the machine and then try to line this up as evenly as possible. I always look at this handle right here. I should have it coming right even with this, and then this part, whoops, the edge of this cup right here should be even, and then this should be almost hitting the R on We R Memories. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and punch both of them together, and that's pretty good. Here's my sample. It's pretty good. Okay, and I'm going to put that aside. The pages, I'm going to take as many as I can. Guys, this machine can punch a bunch at the same time. You want to do as little punches as possible, okay? That's the key to getting this lined up. And if you can't get them to line up, your pages to line up perfectly with that many in there, ooh, that's a little thick. Okay. Yeah, it's a little thick. This paper is thicker. It's Cartabella paper, and it's a little bit thicker, so it's not going to work as well as like regular Echo Park. Okay, I got it in there. My handle is right there. The edge is right there. I have everything butted up to, I just moved it. Everything butted up to here. You guys, you can get some like washi tape and put it on your machine to kind of guide you to where you need to punch every time and where you need to. So those are my pages, okay? All right. This video is getting very, very long. We may only do one on camera, and that's okay. because it's 24 minutes in already. Okay, so go ahead and get these lined up again. And what I do, okay, the handle, remember the handle has to be right there in the edge, and this is right about the R. You want to make sure everything's butted up all the way to the back and the pages are as even as possible, and punch. Okay, it's pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and get it in order to put the ring on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this all the way over here so you can see it. Come on. I don't know why it's blurry, guys, but it's blurry. Okay, I have my pages here, my front cover, and then my back cover. That's how I'm going to line it up. See, that punched pretty good, actually. Okay, and I just put them all on there. And then this, ooh, this I want to make sure this is all the way butted up to the back of the machine on both sides. And I just rest it on the bottom, and I'll make sure that my machine is set to 5/8 because that's what this ring is, 5/8. Go ahead and smash. That's pretty good. And there you go. Okay. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and shut off the video. I will share the file with you. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, bye.